Night City, the city of dreams where they are made and where they come to die. Spanning 6 distinct regions, each with its own unique atmosphere and flair, this urban jungle is a melting pot of cultures, technologies, and ideologies. From the ultra-modern skyscrapers of the city center to the lawless badlands on the outskirts, every corner of Night City holds untold secrets and untamed dangers. From cybernetic enhancements to advanced weaponry, the denizens of this city have embraced technology in ways that defy imagination. With the ability to hack into systems, enhance your combat abilities, and even alter your physical appearance, the possibilities are truly endless in Cyberpunk 2077. But what happens to those of us who perhaps overindulge in Night City's tech scene? Let's find out. In the world of Cyberpunk 2077, a cyberpsycho is an individual who has lost their grip on reality due to excessive cybernetic enhancements. These individuals are unpredictable, violent, and extremely dangerous, making them a serious threat to anyone unlucky enough to cross their path. The cyberpsychos come in all shapes and sizes, each with their own unique backstory and motives. Some were once ordinary citizens who fell victim to the allure of cybernetic enhancements, while others were pushed to the brink of insanity by the harsh realities of life in Night City. Which one will V fall victim to? Well, that, my friends, is up to you. To make our cyberpsycho V, we of course need the very thing that causes cyberpsychosis in the first place, cyberware, and lots of it. If you want to be a pure ninja-type psycho, moving at super speed like our guy there in the opening scene of Edge Runners, you're gonna need a Sandevistan. The main drawback of using a Sandevistan is that the tech connects directly to the brain and serves as the body's main operating system. Yep, you got it, this means no cyberdeck. No cyberdeck means no remote hacking. So you better get yourself armored up pretty sharpish to deal with the more physical aspects of fights. For that, we're going to be using subdermal implants and skeleton enhancers. Each one has its own unique ability as well as the armor rating, so choose the one that is the best for you as well as the highest armor. It would take hours to go through every single type of cyberware, so I'll link out to a separate page that details them all. I'll give a quick run through of what my V has in her cyberware. My operating system is currently a Militech Berserk, which allows V to become invulnerable to damage and perform a superhero landing which causes a large shockwave. The downside of the Berserk is that you cannot use any items and you can only use melee weapons only, but for my build, this isn't an issue. I have also been using the Dynala Sandevistan, which allows you to perform moves like our guy from the intro there. It makes you move at super speed, which makes it seem like everything around you is moving in slow motion. It slows time by 50% while you move at normal speed. Pretty cool, eh? Next, we want to grab something to give us some damage ability when we have no weapons and no cyberdeck. My favorite one for a psycho build is the Mantis Blades. These blades come in a few different variants as of the Phantom Liberty update. This includes toxic blades, electrifying blades, thermal blades, and regular steel blades. These come in really handy for some of those gigs and quests where V has to leave their weapons in a locker outside of a venue. I have the toxic blades, which deal chemical damage which continues to affect enemies even after you stop hitting them. Kuroshi optics are the only option in terms of eyewear mods. My V has Kuroshi Oracle optics, which have a 10 times optical zoom and can automatically highlight all enemies, cameras, and explosives while scanning. Skeleton mods are mostly for armor, but they have a few bonuses as well. Bionic joints, dense marrow, and an epimorphic skeleton are the ones I have chosen for my build. In terms of hand mods, it all depends on the playstyle. I have the Handle Wrap Cyberware, which increases the crit chance of throwable weapons. We'll talk about those soon. The nervous system has a whole bunch of different tech that can give you so many options. Our V here has a Karezikov, Reflex Tuner, and a Stabber. These can also slow time when you reach a certain health threshold, much like the Sandevistan but not on command. The stabber affects the crit chance of bladed weapons. Yes, that includes the mantis blades. My favorite circulatory mods are Biomonitor teamed up with Blood Pump. This makes a brilliant combination when in close combat, as the Biomonitor automatically detects low health and deploys the Blood Pump, which acts as an epic health booster. There are 3 slots though, so I teamed this with a Threat Evac, which increases movement speed when health drops. In the subdermal implants, most of these are more useful for armor, but one that is more interesting is the optical camo. This allows V to become less visible to enemies inside and outside of combat. For the legs, I use reinforced tendons to allow for double jumps. Weapons are obviously important for any mercenary in Night City, and V is no exception. We already have our mantis blades. I want to keep that theme going. So I have a katana, throwing knives, and an axe. Just makes you look super badass throwing an axe into someone's skull and then finishing them off with a knife like some kind of action hero. Finally, let's talk about perks and attributes. Intelligence can take a back seat here, since we have no cyber deck. The intelligence only really unlocks perks surrounding RAM and quick hacks, so probably not what we're looking for. What we want lies within the reflexes, cool and technical ability trees. These trees have perks relating to blades, throwable weapons, stealth and cyberware capacity. Now, in terms of role-playing, I think the corporal or the street kid backstory makes the most sense for our cyberpsycho. Either they are rich corporal players with high-level tech from the company, or a street kid who gets kitted out in all the latest tech from the local ripper to give them a heads up in the merc trade. So there we have it. Badass bitch with a heart as cold as the steel in her implants. Have fun with this one, guys. She's one of my favorites. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will be back with more builds soon.